All right. So here's the first video in, I guess, like a little mini crash course in guitar. So we're gonna go over a few things in this video. It might go a little longer than anticipated, but I'm gonna do my best to keep it pretty short, each one, something that you can really absorb kind of quickly and move on. That's really what keeps people playing. So the first thing is tuning. Basically, most guitar players play with standard tuning, and that's going to be E, A, D, G, B, E. So it's going to be E, A, D, G, B, E. That's going to be your standard tuning. You can find it. There's YouTube videos that can actually show you how to tune it pretty easily. If you have an amp that has a tuner built in, makes it kind of easy as well. So right after that, after your tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E, we're going to move on to string numbers. So learning chords and everything. A lot of resources are going to tell you the first string, second string. Just want to make sure you know what that is. So you might think first string's the top string. It's not. It's going to be the bottom string. First string, second string, third string, fourth string, fifth string, sixth string. Starting at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That makes it kind of annoying, but anytime I talk about any chords, I'm going to tell you first finger, second string, second fret. All your frets are going to be labeled here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. There's usually on a lot of guitars, there's going to be a dot on there. It's going to be 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, and then they'll keep going. That makes it kind of easy to remember where things are. Helped me out a lot when I was learning. Next thing I'm going to move on to is holding your pick. A lot of people hold their picks differently. Typically, the best way to do it, the most efficient way to do it, from what I've learned, watched YouTube videos, people told me, is to grasp it sideways like this, in between your thumb like that and your index finger like this. And that gives you a nice free movement, helps you learn a lot of picking styles and everything. It really helps out, I think, a lot. Hold it however you feel comfortable, but always try to go back to that. That might be the easiest way for you, and just try to learn it. It'll help you out in the long run. Next thing I'm going to touch on is your finger placement on the strings. So you want to use the tips of your fingers. That's going to be really important, as if you hold down, like you put your finger down sideways or something like that, you're going to be pressing on maybe more than one fret, more than one string. Typically, you only want to press one finger for one string and one fret. So using just the very tip of your finger like this, pretty much if you can see that line right there, that's pretty much where you want it. Just kind of pretty much the very tip of your finger. Your finger starts hurting, don't push it. You know, it's gonna hurt when you're learning, and if you keep playing, you might get bloody, you might cut it open, and then you have to wait a couple of weeks maybe to even play again. And that's really not worth it, you know, then you just set yourself back a lot of time. So I think the best thing to do is take frequent breaks. You know, you're gonna build up callus, you really will. It just really takes time. So typically, you know, if you feel it starting to hurt, take a little bit of a break. You can come back to it. I know you're going to be eager to play, but really that's going to be the most important thing, is taking breaks, limiting yourself, just so you can keep playing. So in conclusion for this video, you know, tuning, that's going to be that's going to be guitar standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E. The string numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, starting at the bottom. Are you holding your pick? You know, just like this, kind of a little bit hanging out that way. And then your finger placement, just make sure you're pressing just one string, one fret, it's going to help you out a whole lot. It's the end of this video. I'll come back to it tomorrow, and yeah, hope you learned something.